Inside every man lies a sleeping dragon. The question is not whether it exists. The question is, will you let it rule you, or will you rule it? In the ancient eastern mountains, long before the modern world was born, there lived a young man named Leon. He was not poor, he was not weak, he was not cursed, but he had an enemy more dangerous than all of them combined. An enemy that destroys dreams silently. An enemy that lives inside millions of people. Laziness. Not the laziness of the body, but the laziness of the mind. The kind that whispers, rest a little longer. Start tomorrow. You have time. And because of that whisper, years disappear. Lives disappear. Potential disappears. This is the story of the man who defeated that enemy, not by fighting the world, but by conquering himself. Every morning, Leon woke up before sunrise, but he did not rise. He lay still, staring at the ceiling, his body heavy, his mind full of promises. Tomorrow I will train. Tomorrow I will change. Tomorrow I will become better. But tomorrow never came. Outside his window, life was moving. Farmers were already working. Blacksmiths were already forging strength from fire. Even boys younger than him were becoming stronger. And Leon remained the same. He was not trapped by chains. He was trapped by comfort. And comfort is the most beautiful prison in the world, because you do not see the bars. You only see the bed, the warmth, the safety, until one day, Leon realized something that terrified him. If nothing changed, his life would disappear without meaning, not because he failed, but because he never tried. One afternoon, a traveler arrived in the village. Old, silent, wise, he spoke of a temple hidden deep in the mountains, a place where warriors trained not their bodies, but their minds, a place where men conquered their inner enemies. The temple of still water, and the master who lived there, Master Shun, they said he could teach a man to defeat himself. That night, Leon could not sleep, not because he was tired, but because he was afraid of becoming nothing. Before sunrise, Leon stood. For the first time, he did not listen to the voice that said rest. He left the village and walked toward the mountains, toward pain, toward transformation, toward truth. The mountain did not welcome him. The wind attacked him. The cold punished him. The rain soaked him. His legs trembled. His body begged him to stop. That voice returned. Rest. Turn back. This is too hard. But Leon kept walking. One step, then another. Days passed. Pain became constant. Comfort disappeared. And slowly, the man he used to be began to die, until finally he saw it. The temple of still water. Silent, waiting, as if it had always known he would come. Master Shen stood beside the lake, calm, still, watching. Leon bowed deeply. Master, teach me to defeat laziness. Master Shen replied, you do not suffer from laziness. You suffer from obedience. Inside you lives a dragon of comfort, a dragon of delay, a dragon that whispers lies. Close your eyes. Leon obeyed, and for the first time, he saw it, a massive dragon, coiled inside his mind, watching him, controlling him. It was not his body that was weak. It was his discipline, and discipline can be trained. The next morning, before sunrise, cold water struck Liang's face. He gasped, shocked, angry. Master Shen spoke calmly. Discipline begins before motivation. If you wait to feel ready, you will never begin. Every morning, Leon woke before the sun. His body resisted. His mind protested. But he moved anyway. And something incredible began to happen. The voice grew quieter. The dragon grew weaker. Because the dragon feeds on hesitation and stars on action. Master Shen taught him a simple truth. Do not negotiate with weakness. When it says rest, move. When it says later, begin now. Action is the weapon that kills doubt. Leon stopped thinking and started doing. Every hesitation became movement. Every moment became discipline, and slowly, he stopped obeying the dragon. Winter came. The cold was unbearable. Pain was constant. But Liang did not stop, because he was no longer fighting pain. He was commanding himself. Inside him, the dragon appeared again. But this time, it did not roar. It bowed, not defeated, but disciplined, because the dragon was never his enemy. It was his power, waiting to be controlled. Master Shin told him, "Return home. The real battle is not in temples. It is in daily life." Liang returned to his village. Nothing had changed, but he had changed. He woke before sunrise. He trained. He acted. He lived with discipline. Years later, a young student asked him, "How did you defeat laziness?" Liang smiled and said, "I did not defeat it in one day. I defeated it one morning at a time, because a dragon never disappears. It only waits, and the man who masters himself becomes unstoppable. Inside every man lives a sleeping dragon. The question is not whether it exists. The question is, will you let it rule you, or will you rule it?"